Hey everybody, it's CrashDiz here, leader of the Alliance We Have Fun. Today I wanted to talk about collar stacking. Typically I promote a 3-2 setup to my Alliance members. I'd be 3 strong collar against the tank, and then secondary collar would be the 2, and that would go against one of the flanks. In this case it'd be yellow against Aaron or purple against Delilah. But today I wanted to talk about single collar stacking. And as you can see here, I've set up a blue team against this enemy, and I've set this up against that tank collar with certain characteristics in mind that I'm looking for out of my team. I want a healer. I've got a booster as well with my healer using Kirill. He doesn't heal as much as some true healers, but the bonuses and the stacking helps, or in the boosting. So I also have two shield breakers. I have a element specific shield breaker, and I have a dispeller. So kind of got a pretty good mix there. The only thing I'm lacking in this team that I would normally try to incorporate is a purifier, but since I'm doing a single color stack, don't really have any options in my roster for that. This type of setup is really good to use against specific heroes. Typically I use a single color setup against Guinevere, sometimes Delilah, but Guinevere's the main one. Mother North, Santa Claus, whenever they're the tank, they're the ones I go for. Another thing I look at with raids is I'm looking at, how much ham I'm getting, how much irons I'm getting. The main thing that's a deciding factor for me is these trophies. You see here, this is a bad setup for me. I'm only winning 14 and risking 47. Typically, I like to have my trophy wins at around 40 or more. Whenever I find this kind of ratio, the computer typically beats me. So we'll see how this one goes. This is good for wars, it's good for raids, good for the raid tournament that just came out. So basically what we're doing is we're putting the enemy team against a mini titan. So we'll explore this. You'll have some tiles that you have to sort through to get to your collar, but I have actually found this to be a pretty effective tactic to use, and usually I win within the 3 attempts I make, even if I lose the first 1 or 2. So getting into the match, you see the computer's being pretty nice to me today. They're going to let me kill Gravemaker right off the bat. I'm going to make the 4-tile match that's going to ensure that he dies. So at this point in time, I've already killed the tank. I've got a gap. I need to kind of balance. Do I want to go left or right of that dragon tile? One of the things that I'm looking for is where can I make a diamond? And the best opportunity I see is taking that blue tile to the left of the dragon tile, bringing it up, and maybe making a purple diamond, or at least having the opportunity to make a purple diamond if they set up right. Those are the kind of things that I take into consideration rather than just clearing tiles, is how can I make the best use of the blue tiles that I have, especially with a single color setup. You don't have as many options here. You want to make sure you use your tiles effectively. So in this case, I go ahead and opt to use the one on the left. We'll see if we can set up a purple diamond, or maybe even make one here. And there we are. It's given me the opportunity to make the purple diamond. Now I have Sonya fired up. I'm not necessarily going to shoot her right off the bat because I know Aaron's close, and I'm not sure just by memory if I can dispel what he does, but I'm going to keep her handy just in case. So using that diamond gets Aaron ready to go. He fires off. Now I'm pretty much all lit up. So I want to use Sonya. I want to dispel what I can. Before I do that, I use Kirill to boost. Make sure I'm hitting as hard as I am. Make sure I got my shields up for what comes after me afterwards. And as you can see, I took away that healing that he had put on them. So now I've got 2 shield breakers. One's element specific, and then I've got Grim. I'm not going to be able to change anything on that left side because Aaron's special skills resistance that he set up for him and Liana. So I'm going to go to the right. I'm going to fire Frida first because, let's face it, Grim has a 700 plus attack, and Frida drops against ice a higher percentage than his minus 34. So I'll use Frida first, follow in with Grim. My intent at this point in time is to clear out that right side of the board if I can. I'm going to try and do it with him or with the next set. I want to make this a lopsided fight. Alright, so we got rid of Delilah. There's not much I can do against Elusia. She's pretty close to firing off at this point in time. I'm probably just going to have to let her fire because I can't hit her with this blue tile array there on the right hand side back towards me. But what I can do is I can get Isarnia ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and make that. Get Isarnia up. Elusia fires. Luckily she doesn't kill Sonya. But now I come in and I hit everybody. And I'm dropping shields. But I forgot about the resistance, didn't I? So I fired her a little too early. I should have waited a turn or two. Yeah, see, one turn and I would have been able to have a negative shield effect applied to Aaron and Liana. But luckily my matches lined up. I was able to clear Elusia out. Fired a Sonya. Fired Sonya up there. So at this point in time, I've got a pretty open side on the right-hand side. Got lucky with my tile cascade there that it came in. Now I've also got Carol up. I've got, well, I had Grim. And there's Frida. So we'll use Frida up there. Let her drop against ice. Now, once again, clearing tiles. Trying to get these heroes fired up. I want to ghost these tiles, get as many good hits in as I can. Still don't have it done, but let's see what we got here. There you go. The computer was nice to me today. It let me beat this opponent. That's a single color stack, and today it worked. So keep that in your bucket. Be looking at things. If you like this video, if you found it useful, like it, share it, subscribe to my channel. I'll keep trying to do this as often as I can. Thanks. Have a great day.